Uh, if niggas want smoke, we can take it there. We can take it there. If niggas want beef, we can take it there. Yup, we can take it there. Y'all niggas want funk, we can take it there. Holla, we gon' take it there. I'm still with whatever, let's take it there. For real, ain't no faking here. Dog, it's a bet we can settle up. Nigga feel like Goku off the level up. Still toting metal, my niggas don't meddle much. No Beretta, so I'm with whatever, bruh. Hey, rockin' new watch with the bezel, huh? Tell them fuck boys get they cheddar up. Now bitch, we on fire, heat the kettle up. She wanna rock with the rebels, huh?
Tryna be dog, nigga, I know you a fraud. Split up your team when not even the odds. Yeah. Look up to me when you speaking to God. I double the fee cause I be on my job. You niggas want smoke, I'ma take it there. Don't know the ropes, I'ma hang your head. Come out your mouth, I'ma change your air. Then I run it back just to make it clear. From the flow up, homie, you mad cause you toe up. Flex on your bitch, then I'm taking her so what? Cold as a polar, turn your whole team to a soldier. Bitch told you niggas don't roll up. Off of my balls, I don't fuck with you like paws. You just a stall. Sheesh, all of you falls. We don't believe what you say, buddy don't talk. Like when I floss is too new. Homie, don't cross, see you through. I've been the boss, who's you? Nigga, you lost, blues clues. I just keep killing it every time. Dope and coke when we spitting these lines. My brother trap, go deeper than rap. If you want smoke, you watch your mind.
Watch out what me and bro about to do to niggas. Ain't no playing it cool with niggas. Stop all that capping like you with the shooters, nigga. We'll pull up like the Uber, nigga. Fresh out that water, my diamonds on Fiji. I bet your little bitch trying to scuba in it. Squawk at the step and you might find a foot in your ass. Who'da knew that shoe would fit you? Hey, came up from hard days. I was thugging. We trapped out the hallways, getting money. Butter like parquet. Cut it, I'm at your head like a ball fade. Shit get ugly. We in this bitch going back to back. Tell them duck like the quack attack. Or catch a surprise like the bottom of Cracker Jacks. Dog, we kick it like hacky sack. Nigga, fuck it. Roll up that pack, we gon' smoke some. Now he lifted. We hit him in both lungs. It's atomic when we get the bombing. Since these niggas think they charge up like proton. Ass up like a blimp. Hop in that spaceship and dip. We gone. If you want that fuck shit, you won't make it here. Hook a ticket, you trip, we gon' take it there.
Of the
If niggas want smoke, we can take it there.
1976,
We can take it there. If niggas want beef, we can
allowances
take it
made
there.
for
Yup,
fair
we can
use
take it there. Y'all niggas
for
want funk, we can
purpose
take it
such as
there.
criticism,
Holla, we gon' take it there.
comment,
I'm still with
news
whatever, let's take it
reporting,
there. For real,
teaching,
ain't no faking here.
scholarship,
Dog,
and
it's a bet we
research.
can settle up. Nigga
Fair
feel like
use
Goku off the level up.
is the use permitted by
My niggas don't meddle
copyright
much.
statutes
Beretta, so I'm with
that
whatever,
might
bruh. Hey,
otherwise be
rockin' new watch with the
infringing.
bezel, huh? Tell them fuck boys get they
Non-profit,
cheddar up. Now bitch, we
educational, or
on fire, heat the
personal
kettle
use
up.
trips
She wanna
in the
rock with the
balance of the
rebels, huh?
favor of fair use. Welcome to Blended Healing. So today we venting, right? You want to vent today? Who are you venting about? Are you venting about somebody that you got in mutual with somebody else? Is that what we doing today? You know that when people start venting about other people, in some cases it makes you likable because friends can bond over venting when it feels relatable to them. Venting feels more like gossip, but you need to know that it can backfire and you can lose some people, some friends behind that shit. So you need to be real careful when you start venting. And you got every right to vent because sometimes people do things to you for revenge. They do things out of revenge. And it's so subtle that it could be done without you even realizing. But when you find out, that's when the venting fest starts. You see, revenge is a dish best served cold. But when it's served so subtly that you don't even realize that you're being served at all. Some people have mastered the art of getting even without leaving a trace. That covert retribution. You know what I mean? About settling some scores that are right underneath your nose. when you are socially excluded, that is a powerful tool in the hands of somebody who wants to get subtle revenge against you. They may conveniently forget to invite you to places, leaving you feeling left out and confused. It is the method of lies and plausible deniability. Everybody forgets things sometimes, but when it happens all the time, that ain't no coincidence. It's a calculated move to make you feel isolated and unimportant. It's some old subtle stuff. You feel me? It is such a smooth tactic that it becomes so sinister. And when somebody that mutual, or whoever it could be, seeks revenge, they may casually mention your past mistakes or even question your expertise around other people. They're going to throw that, are you sure about that? Or, that's not how I remember it, during conversations with other people. And over time, that chips away at your credibility, making other people doubt your competence, your reliability, or even your ability. What about taking credit for your work? Imagine that you put your heart and soul into a project that you're doing, to only have somebody else bask in the glory of it. People are going to get some revenge by subtly claiming credit for your ideals or your contribution. And they might present your thoughts as their own in meetings or casually mention our project when it was mostly your effort. That's a way to diminish your achievements and boost their own status. You see, the devil's in the details. The perpetrator, or let's put in quotation marks, friend, might accidentally misspell your name in some important communications, or forget to pass on your message, or even make small little errors in the things that they need, that you need them to do, right? So it affects only you. Each mistake on its own seems innocent, but the effect that it has for you can be frustrating and time consuming for you to deal with. I'm just putting you up on game because today we feel like venting. What about spreading gossip or rumors about you so that people start raising their eyebrows at you? So the key word is mild. They are not outrageous lies, but small exaggerations or maybe even partial truths that plant seeds of doubt about your character or your abilities. It's where your reputation is slowly altered with each retelling of the story. And then all of a sudden, there's no sound because silence itself speaks volumes and it's used as a weapon. That's a form of revenge that involves becoming less responsive or engaging with you. You see, text messages will go unanswered for longer. Conversations might become more one sided, and interactions might feel increasingly cold. That's a passive aggressive way of communicating your dislike without having true confrontation with somebody. Feeling like you're always on the outside looking in on a particular group of people. And even though that might be a subtle form of revenge at play, the perpetrator, the friend, might steer the group conversation towards topics that you're not familiar with, or reference some kind of inside joke that you're not a part of, so they can make you feel isolated and out of the loop, even when you are physically there. You feel me? What about them not going to the letter of what your instructions were? Oh, I thought you meant such and such and such and such and such. Purposely misinterpreting what you're saying causes you unnecessary stress and extra work. And it's effective because it's hard to prove the intention, because miscommunication happens all the time. So it's an easy one to get away with, right? So you venting today. You venting. Did you know that kindness can be weaponized in the hands of a skilled revenge seeker? They may offer excessive help or explain simple concepts to you in a detailed way, implying that you're incapable of handling things on your own. And that chips away at your confidence and make you question your own abilities, and then keep reminding you about embarrassing moments that happened to you a long time ago. You see, that friend, they ain't afraid to bring it up. Subtly, of course, but they may casually reference your past errors in conversations, keeping them fresh in everybody's mind. And that's just a way of ensuring that your mistakes are not forgotten, even if you have moved on a long time ago. Sometimes revenge is about what's not said, but consistently failing to acknowledge your achievements or even downplaying any success that you may have. That can make you feel undervalued and unappreciated. The silent treatment of your accomplishments is demoralizing, especially in different settings that may be a little bit more important than the regular degular. You feel me? We venting today. That's what you feel like doing, right? Because somewhere along the line, people can say things without really saying it. And that is passive aggressive behavior, or notes or messages that can be a subtle form of revenge. It's like a strategic use of a quotation mark to imply sarcasm. And then the messages deliver their sting while maintaining a false pretense of being polite or being funny. There's so many different things like giving you backhanded compliments or shit like that, or deliberately providing you with incomplete or misleading information. So it leaves you fumbling in wasting your time and your energy. And then your friend maintains an innocent facade. But you don't know that, because you would never think that a friend would do that, right? Nah, you wouldn't do that. Who would do that? That's not cool, man. But see, when it comes to that venting part, even the closest friend groups have grievances. One friend might have an unhealthy relationship with somebody else, another friend, and choose to confide in a mutual person. And how they go about it can bring them closer to the other friends based on observation and feelings and knowing and intuition. People within social groups compete for attention and affection. And when you vent about other people, it can boost a person's likability while decreasing the likability of the one that they're venting about. We all need a safe space to process what we're feeling. When it's done as a way to work through the friction with somebody else or bond with a friend, venting can be helpful. It can bring groups of people closer together, whether they're friends or coworkers. It doesn't even matter, because it's all involving a relationship. And when done with care and caution, because that venting in an aggressive or antagonistic way can actually cost you some friends. Venting itself can mean a lot of different things, from sharing your frustration or crying because you're so damn mad. Venting can be an act of aggressive social competition. People who vented about others were rated to be more favorable to other people who shared neutral gossip or unrelated issues, because they don't look like they were actively out to get that other person. Sometimes you vent, and how you vent makes a difference in how relatable it feels to the person that you're venting to. If a person in your friend group feels like an energy vampire, you might talk to a mutual friend about how that friend's self-centeredness makes you feel. And then that might bond you with that other person, because you both dislike that one-sided relationship, making the conversation more about your values than just dumping about the other person. It could be judgmental, it could be harsh, and it can be cruel. Listeners who listen to people vent may even share the same flaws. The one that is venting can feel vulnerable, that they're letting a friend into their own inner world. And that could boost some closeness. But there's another possibility. You could be venting about a friend that can make someone want to win your approval because they see you disapproving of somebody else. It's like there's a chase for the approval or the acceptance of that mutual friend. And sometimes that acceptance comes at a higher cost. You see, venting only has social benefits when it doesn't look like you want to bring somebody down. So what you do is you make judgmental comments about somebody. You could talk about the way they look. You could talk about their style. You could talk about how they communicate with other people. Sometimes you find out that the person that you vent into is not a safe person because they may run and tell it. So cue the drama. I call it bone carrying. Always beware of the person carrying the bone. Always. Venting becomes harmful when it's the only way that people bond with one another. Because that becomes the only thing that y'all talk about. And even if you do it with good intentions, that bonding experience with other friends that are willing to listen and offer advice, but doing it too often outweighs the benefit. You feel me? Lesson learned when it comes to that. Lesson learned. So here's the thing. Sometimes friends just don't mix. No matter what flavor or no matter what color that you choose to mix, you're still going to come up with something different. Friendships may not be mixable. Each of us have people who we choose to have in our life for special reasons. And while you probably believe that everyone should get along, they probably won't. But that ain't your fault. You see, there's one reason people who are close to you may not get along is simply because of their personalities. You have a connection with them, and that connection is unmatched. They may not feel the same toward your other friends because it's their personality. It doesn't mean that your friends are not, not nice. They're not mean. It just means that the connection that the two have is simply for you and that person. We have friends that are like day and night. And if we put them in the same room, the only person that they're going to talk to is you. And that shit is tiring. Or it can be. Because of their personalities. You could have somebody who's optimistic and happy all the time. And then the other person is so nonchalant and laid back. But it's okay because people are different. But their connections to you are amazing. But they can't be around each other for longer than 254 minutes. You feel me? We venting today because personalities are not the only reason friends don't always mesh. The reason why friends don't mix is because the situation surrounding that relationship can be something. Whew, can be something. Maybe you and all of your friends have something in common. And it could be that you all started off equally because you all met in certain place. You know? All of your friends probably can't be together because of you. You. And the description or situations you have explained to another person may color the way they look at that person. Let's be very clear. Especially on Mad Day. Shit. And you expect them to all to hang out around each other, right? But they remember what you said about the other people in the group. And that description makes it difficult to find a connection with your friends. Sometimes you can make a mistake about venting to one friend about another. And when those people meet in the same room, they give each other the evil eye their whole entire night. And you wonder why they're so mad until you realize that it could be your fault. Because you never took the time to express what made each person valuable in your life. Instead, you spewed out vomit about each of them to each other. Man, listen. This is some old typical cat shit, I call it. Bitch shit. If you really want to know what I really want to say. I would love to believe that we live in a place, in a world where everybody can get along with everybody just because we all share a common situation in the culture. But that's not realistic because we all have different personalities and traits that make us unique. And we are not for everybody. You know how many times I heard like, bitch, they just don't fucking like you. And I could never figure out the reason why. The only reason why that I can't figure it out, because nobody has actually came to me and told me what the motherfucking problem was. They go to everybody else, but they ain't gonna tell you. Huh. The only thing I could say is that we can celebrate the differences that exist between our relationships and treasure how they help us to be a better person. not only for ourselves, but for other people. But we just venting today. This all play, right? We don't mean anything the fuck we say, allegedly. All right. I'm done. I said what I said. Be well, stay safe, and think about it. Think about it. I want to thank you for coming through and supporting the channel. You know, as we are on our way and on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I want to thank you for taking the time out to hang out with a girl. I appreciate it. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe this channel. You never know, my words may help other people. You never know. You never know. Don't let this set you back, because you just had this one day. Don't stop thinking about your own goals. Okay? Like I say a lot, what you do today can improve your tomorrow. Be well, stay safe. I say and deep bow to each and every one of you, and I shall see you all very, very soon.
Big Dre on the scene, tuxedo on like I'm $1 million man. I put you in the $1 million dream. I know some stones that'll put them sticks to your teeth. I know some folks that'll put the seeds to your knees. Squad full of legends like the 92 Dream Team. My nigga, that's bad for your well-being. My third eye got you supreme seeing. So when I got you in the scope, I'ma send you to a supreme meeting with the creator. That's what happens to a fucking hater who wanna spar with a gladiator. They got cool slayers, you know my style greater. In my city, rockin' fashion geeko. You little niggas not even half of me. Your shit is trash to me, nigga.